Today we're back with another Arcane Rush video. If you missed my last video on the game, Arcane Rush is in the auto chess style, and it's available to play on Android, PC, and iOS. This is a sponsored video, and you can download the game and play for free by using the link in the description of this video or by scanning the QR code that's on screen now. As a quick housekeeping note, this video should be closely followed by another DC Dark Legion video, which should be coming out on the channel tomorrow or the next day. In the last video, we covered Fiddle, who is sort of the default dealer that you get when you start the game. And this week, I thought I would showcase another dealer that I've had a little bit of fun playing. So Captain Tuck is going to have all of the units that you would have when you're playing Fiddle, and he also adds the pirate unit. I think the best way to showcase this dealer and the pirate setup is to jump into a game or two. So let's head over to the battle screen and we'll get started. All right, let's see what we get here. We've got Undead, Dragon, and Pirate. We have the option between Sylvia, who can grant an additional 1 HP for 0 coin cost, or Gwendolyn, who when you play a pirate, you give it +2 damage. Even if we don't get pirates, I think this is a really good passive ability. I see a lot of people using Gwendolyn in matches. We're going to take Gwendolyn here. Go ahead and get some of that pirate synergy started here. I'm going to avoid using this treasure on the little parrot here. We'll go ahead and start this one. Okay, so that's a wash. That's fine. Hopefully we'll get something good here in the shop. So I wouldn't recommend taking this pirate cartographer later on in matches, but early on it's really nice to have something like this just on the board because you can sell it later and you'll get a random treasure when you do. You're also going to be able to buff a pirate, so it's definitely a really good early game option. We'll take that, and then we can also refresh once here. Okay, I'm actually probably going to freeze the shop because we may want to pick up this Brineblade Buccaneer. The Brineblade Buccaneer will set a bounty on your target whenever it attacks, and your pirates are going to be able to deal additional damage to that bounty. There are also some other mechanics that some of the other pirates will be able to utilize if you have a bounty active. So let's pause the shop and we'll get started with this battle. We're definitely going to have to win one here. All right, let's refresh. Get one more. Nothing. Okay. Hey, we'll just go ahead and play this. We don't really have a choice. We definitely need to win. I know we have 3 rounds left, but it's very important that you win a couple of matches in this first group round. We're just getting pummeled. We're going to refresh the shop. We'll get the treasures. And then I'm going to refresh. We'll use this to get another free refresh. We just need stuff on the board, so we're going to go ahead and add that one. And then we'll play this to try to get a little bit of extra damage and health. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, so if we buy these 2, we can upgrade. We'll be able to play that, and when you sell it, you're now going to get 2 random treasures, and you give 2 allies +1/+1, so quite nice there for the sell. We definitely don't want to sell just given the fact that it has pretty nice stats right now. And then we've got Reckless Raider here who will definitely pick up. It's not one of the greatest units, but when you die, you do get a random pirate. Could be any pirate, so we'll take that, and we're going to put him up here in the front. Let's do one more refresh. Nothing. All right, so let's fight. We have to win here or we're out of the round. There we go. Is it going to be enough though? Okay, somehow we were able to move into the next group round, so that's great. All right. We will definitely take Ezra. All right, we're gonna make some cells here. Do that. So the bounty beak is going to allow you to, basically it taunts, it kind of forces the other side to hit it. It's going to set, when it dies, it's going to set a bounty on 2 random enemies. So this is much better than that pirate we started with. We're going to buy this. See, this Brian Blade Buccaneer is really kind of worthless at this point. You can actually sell that. We'll play this one. We're just going to fish and see if we can get something nice to freeze on. Nothing. Okay. Wow, I'm surprised we're able to tie there. So we'll definitely take the upgrade. We can give HP and we can get a random pirate. Let's go ahead and get the pirate. Okay, so that's good. We'll use one of our refreshes. I think we'll go ahead and upgrade the shop and we'll get those goodies. I think we're going to use this opportunity to sell this one, but we need to make a couple of, do a couple of things here. So we're going to use the coins and then I'm going to sell this. All right, we get another coin. So now we can play this one. That's going to give us access to a tier 4. We'll definitely take the pirate here. And let's just refresh and see if anything good comes up. Doesn't look like it. All right, we're going to sell this one. We'll buy this. I think we can throw him in. All right. So when we play these, we're going to kind of ramp up the all of our pirates. I'll do that again. I'm pretty happy with that. It'll give us bounties on everything. Very nice. Okay, so let's think this through. I don't really want to sell any of these right now. I think we can refresh a couple of times and see if we get anything that we like. I'm not seeing anything. I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade the shop again, and we'll take the Cursed Cranium, which will allow us to get, if we open a bunch of treasure chests, we'll get a tier 4 pirate, which is good. Let's go ahead and use a few of these. We're just going to keep ramping up all the champions we have on the board. And that's going to give random ally 4 HP. Okay. So we got 3 treasure chests left for that. And we'll refresh, see if we get anything we like. Nothing. All right. Let's fight. There we go. We have a little bit of an edge on that other pirate team right now. This Brine Skull Pact is pretty nice early on, but I think we're going to avoid that one for now. I'm going to refresh. Okay. I don't want to steal any of these yet. Let's go ahead and play a couple of these. We're just going to keep refreshing. Definitely nothing helpful here. Okay. So definitely going to have to make what I think is a little bit of an unfavorable play here. But I want to just go ahead and get this out of the way now rather than having to wait a few turns. We have pretty much a full hand. And we've got some units in here that I know I'm not going to use. So I'm going to sell this treasure broker. And then I'm going to play this. And then immediately sell it. And then I'll also play this and immediately sell it. We can play this, steal a random unit in the shop. See if we get the one that we need up there. That's fine. We still get points there. All right, so I'm going to play this one and sell it. Let's go ahead and buy this. And we can play him back on the board. We're going to sell a couple of these pirates that we're probably not going to use. And that when we do that, we'll plunder and we'll end up getting a treasure chest. Let's go ahead and sell this one. I don't believe I'm going to be using that one either. Alright, we got Zahara Deadshot. Actually quite good. So I'm not going to play this other Ezra. I think we'll throw this one on the board. And let's go ahead and do some more plundering. We can refresh. Okay, that was a very long turn. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay. I think we have a distinct advantage right now, so we can probably go ahead and upgrade the shop again here. We'll also still, I think, maybe be able to refresh a couple of times and see what we can get there. That doesn't help us at all. Okay, so let's refresh. We'll play a coin. It's nothing worth using there. We'll play this. Just kind of ramp up a little bit more, and then we should be able to jump into the fight. I guess we're not going to get another Ezra anytime soon, but that would be nice. One thing I've noticed I think is happening here is that it plays similar to Hearthstone in the respect that if someone else who's playing the match pulls a certain unit, that there may be a limited pool of that unit that you're able to obtain. I'm not sure if that's the case, but maybe someone who has a little bit more experience in the game, definitely let me know in the comments if you're aware of that. So we can kind of just refresh at will here. Okay, so we're definitely going to buy this Blasting Booty unit. On attack, it gains +2/+2 for each treasure you've opened during the game. We've opened 23 treasures so far, so it's going to be a quite substantial amount of attack and health that this unit's going to get. So we'll have to wait until the next round to do that. We're going to freeze here. All right. Another easy match. I think we're doing really well with these pirates. So let's go ahead and buy this one. We can just refresh. Oh, we'll take a second copy for sure. Okay, so how do we do this? I think we'll probably we can sell Captain Hookjaw here. So we'll do that. One more refresh. Okay. Let's run this one. Hey, that was terrible. Just devoured our champion, but whatever. Alright, we still won. That seemed to be a little bit dicey. We're just going to hard fish for a third of either of these two units. Okay. Well, we've got nothing better to do. We should win here. There we go. I think it's safe to say this match is probably over, but we can see what else we can do. Give some health. And I'm just going to fish for third copies. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything. We should be able to fire this one up and win. Well, there's your first place with Pirates. Like I said, I'm definitely having a lot of fun with Captain Tuck. Been playing a little bit of Dragons with him. Also trying to do as many synergy runs as I can with Pirates. Well, that's going to do it for this second Arcane Rush video. I really had a lot of fun playing with Captain Tuck and all the pirates. Again, Arcane Rush is available on Android, iOS, and PC. And if you'd like to play along, you can download the game by using the link in the description of this video or by scanning the QR code that's on screen now. If you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I'll be back with more DC Dark Legion content very soon, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.